Hello, Susie. Welcome in. Hi, Cody. How are you, friend? And Coffee Nerd. Oh, Susie, I think I was watching your show last night. Hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend. We had a beautiful day yesterday. Deep dive deep into cleaning today. Oh, good. When you're done, you can come over and do my house. That's what we're gonna do Thanksgiving weekend. Um, so today here it's yucky. Well, you're much younger. You have more energy than I do, and you could take whatever you want. Um, so yesterday we had a beautiful day. We actually had a fire outside last night. It was gorgeous. We roasted marshmallows and we came in and watched Halloween Ends, which I didn't find very scary, so I was a little disappointed. So I'm gonna start off with a giveaway. What do I have as a giveaway? Oh, I don't have any giveaways. Well, guess what? I guess I'm not. I didn't put any in. Oh my goodness. All right, well, let's start off with our first item then. It's this lucite paperweight. Yeah, I was like, but I was like kind of doing other things too while I was watching it. So I'm like, did I miss? Did I miss something? Okay, so I'm gonna start out with this lucite Christmas paperweight, and I don't have my good black light in here, but this does glow. As you can see, the bow lights up. So maybe we'll rewatch it. We took a few days off the end of the week, so maybe we'll watch it. I was gonna say New Year's Eve, maybe better. Anyways, we are gonna start this auction off at $5. And there's no chips or cracks. It is probably 1960s, 1970s. It is made in Taiwan. So Taiwan was the China of the day. And like I said, I left my good black light out in the living room. Hi, Charlene. How are you? Oh, I seen where it was raining. Now we're getting your rain today. And it was a little colder until I was digging around in my office. And now I'm like, got the sweater on, and I'm like, man, I'm getting hot. Okay, next up I have is this vintage Limoges, France uh, swan, and it has these beaded flowers in it. So I think the flowers would date back to maybe 1950s, and I think you can take them out. Ooh, you can. I'm not going to take them out because the flower stuff started to come with it. So we're going to start this item out at $6. And there's the markings. You might hear a lot of knocking. I think we're doing trick or treat today. I didn't realize it. Um, so I did put um, the bowl out for the kids because our baby kittens are starting to get, well, they're becoming older. So now they're starting to, the one wants out. And we're like, no. Because I don't know if he would be able to find his way back. And then I have, oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Charlene. Yeah, it was a little. I have another auction at 4:30 our time, Eastern Standard Time. Um, the Battle of the Bazaar, which I can show you. Up next is this. This is an antique, I would say, brass boot pin cushion, and I'm going to start it off at $8, and you get the one pin. And then make sure you bookmark. Oh, and if you have a show coming up, feel free always to promote yourself. I figured that. That's what I figured. So that's okay. I'll just throw all this stuff into my buy it now. Oh, there's Jane. Hi, Jane. Um, yeah, so I have that coming up at 4:30. So in between this and that, I've got to go take care of my mom. So hopefully she won't give me a hard time. like she did yesterday. She's 80. She's 87, and she lives by herself still, but she is, yeah. Ah, thank you so much. That's all right. I know it's a busy weekend. Um, a lot's going on, and like I said, I will be back at 4:30 with the Battle of the Bazaar, and then of course next Saturday, I am my favorite is the Petite Palooza. Can I say that without anybody getting angry? Anyways, up next is this Joy knitted, like I don't know what they call this, like a plastic. It does have like I don't know if it's dirt right there. I'm sure it can be cleaned out. We're gonna start it off at $5, and it's up and running. And it looks like it kind of well, no, it doesn't look backwards, does it? This way it looks backwards, but so what was I saying now? See, this is what happens when you get old. You lose your spot. Oh, so I started already almost done with listing my stuff in the Polite Palooza because I'm gonna go to see my son for a day or two, and I'm afraid I'm not gonna get my stuff listed. So I already started. So make sure you check that out. Up next is this little vintage Rossbro Christmas elf. It's red and green Christmas ornament. He's an angry looking elf. Oh, I just love that show. That's my favorite. I don't get related to too many, so he measures about 3.5 inches tall. He's not chipped or anything, but he does have a little, paint wear due to age. He's probably what, 1960s, 50s. So I'm gonna start him. That's what I was doing last night. So I'm tired. I was up. I'm trying to, because I'm like, oh, when I come home from work, I'm like, I'm beat. I'm like, so I got to get this stuff listed because, like I said, we're traveling. They can be too much stress. I'm always like watching looking at my watch, like, oh my gosh. I kind of like that 10-minute one that's this afternoon that I'm doing. I can show you what my bizarre thing is. This is going to be at the 4:30 show. So you're going to get this little guy, this sugar and creamer. I think it's a creamer, yeah. Set. Oh my gosh. Well, I know. I mean, the eyes on it's so frightening. That yeah, he's up there now. Next I have is the little elf on a shelf. He lights up. And he's also on a timer. I have to remember though, if he does sell, take batteries out, right? And I'm gonna start him out at $6. And I don't know, he can be an ornament, but to me he's awful heavy. Now, see, I seem to do better in trains. I don't know whether it's because like I get more people in. Oh, yeah, he's still trying to get rid of his Barbies. I haven't even seen the movie. We don't go to the movies. we don't. We don't. I was just thinking about that last night. I'm like, really? I need to do more stuff. I'd like to take a yoga class. 15, 22, and 26. Yep, you got it, Jane. Thank you. Just give me a minute here to rearrange my legs. This is really adorable. This is 15, the Lennox cat. I just picked him up yesterday and threw him in. And we're going to start him out at $8. But no chips or cracks. There's, oh, do I have that upside down? And I got to tell you, Charlene, that magnifying glass that you gave me is amazing. Let me tell you, when I'm trying to list things, I sometimes you'll use it as a flashlight. That is the best thing I have ever received. And this looks like it's coming home to you, Jane. And that's a good pickup because I did look that up. I forget what the other numbers were. 22 and 26. Okay. And Jane, just to let you know, I think I might have chipped his little, there was a little chip there, but I think I did it. I mean, I have no chips there, but I just found it. So I'm going to let that reflect in the price. So I am actually going to take it down because I think I did this to $5. So, and if you don't want it, I understand completely. And we're going to start the auction. But other than that, he's in really good shape. But like I said, I do believe there's a tiny chip there, and I think I did it. I think I knocked him over, but he's beautiful. And then 26. Here we go. Oh, you made a candle. Oh, okay. I was wondering what Jane was talking about. Congratulations, Jane. That's coming home to you. When she was like, oh, that leather. And I'm like, oh, you must have made leather candle. I'm thinking you made not the scent leather, but you made leather candles. And I'm like, okay. Like, I'm like, okay, well, you never know. My favorite though is the autumn leaves, right, Cody? Well, that's right. He is crafty. So I thought, well, to each his own. Who knows? Okay, up is the bear at the honeybee hive. It's Russian. It is USSR stone figurine. So it is a oldie. And we're going to start him out at $10. No chips or cracks. He's got kind of like a marbling right there. I'm probably turning too fast. Oh my gosh. I really need to get more sleep at night. Well, it wasn't because of that Michael Myers movie, because that was very disappointing. It didn't keep me up. Okay, Jane, thank you. Oh, where's my bag? So my husband can start, so the shipping department can get to work. And there was one more thing. Where did I put it? Oh, I'll find it. Okay. So back up to the angel. Okay. Oh no. Knee deep in dust bunnies in the back closet. Everybody's got dust bunnies in their closets. Don't worry. Dust bunny skeletons, it's all the same thing. Okay, up next is this Left in China hand painted angel bust. And we're going to start her off at $8. She does have her original foil. Here's her back. No chips or cracks on her. I'm going to show her the bouquet because that's usually where they get chipped and cracked is the flowers, like get petals missing. Wow, you are doing a deep clean. I don't even, like, I'm afraid to go in my closet. You have cobwebs. I've got bats in my belfry. We actually did have bats in here Um, Actually, I had one in the house one time. My cobwebs have cobwebs. Yes, I know. I used to be a nurse, so I'd have one day off a week. And apparently that's must have been when I did all my cleaning because this house is a mess. I know. Well, bunnies, rabbits, you know. So next I have is a vintage glass gold angel. She's gold, but she's like, I don't know if she's hand blown or not. So we're gonna start her out at $5. And she's up and running. She's very delicate. She measures almost 5 inches tall. And welcome everybody. And if I missed you, I'm sorry. I get lost in my own thoughts sometimes. I get lost in my own mind because I have to concentrate. Because not, I lose my train of thought. Up next is the Santa Claus mug. Now, it does not have any markings. A little bit of the cold paint is missing. But other than that, it is not marked. I don't know. There could have been a sticker at one time on the bottom. So we are going to start him off at $9. And we didn't even decorate for Halloween this year. Oh my gosh. I have to quit my job. I just don't have enough time to do everything. In fact, my mother-in-law's husband just texted me last night and he's like, "Oh, how's the decorating going for Halloween? We didn't see any pictures." I said, "Because there was none to send." The only thing I put out was the pumpkin I got from Eugene. That's the only thing because I put it out. Yeah, it's just like I don't know where the time goes. Um, I don't have the energy. I don't. I really don't. Next up, I just thought this was neat. It looks like a carrot. This lucite. Yeah, no time. You're right. This lucite candle. Now the wick is missing, but you don't really need the wick because you can't burn them. But I thought this was a nice fall color, and we are going to start out at I'm sorry, $12. You're right. No time. There is absolutely no time to decorate. I'm gonna put my stick back in there. And thank you for your bid, Emerald City Vintage. Emerald's my birthstone. And oh, did I give the measurements? I never do. It is about 8 inches tall. And I really should be going through my Christmas stuff because I think this year we're not even going to put a tree up. And congratulations and thank you for your first bid. I had a bunch of vintage stuff and I don't know if I sold it or if I still have it. But because we're going to go to my son and daughter-in-law's house, so they used to come up here. This year they want to do it, so I said to my husband, "Oh, I have a big white ceramic Christmas tree. Actually, I was thinking about selling it. Ones that the people like that made. But to ship that thing, oh, it's in. Is it in? Oh, I don't know. And next I have is this vintage Santa Claus ornament. He is pretty big. I don't know, like the 50s. They must have. He's 12 inches tall. They must have had strong trees. Because can you imagine, like, if you had like 12 of these? So he's $8 and he's up and running and he's spinning. He does have like a little, I don't know, it's almost like tar mark there or something. Probably a little soot from the what do you call it? The chimney. We have a lot of Pennsylvania people too. Santa caught smoking probably. Well, naughty is the new nice. Now, I didn't recognize these lacekins by Miss T, but this might be, it's pretty clean. A little, I would think a doll came in here or something. You're gonna get a lot for Christmas, Charlene, because and so I'm thinking this is probably 1980s. So we're gonna start it out at $5 for this little vintage. Is it Leafskins by Misty Case? I'm assuming a little doll went in here, or I don't know. I don't recognize the name. Um, like I said, it's very clean inside. It does have a little paint there, but usually kids, they got to write all over everything. There's little bandits. Okay, next I have is the vintage trinket box. It is from the Trinity Broadcast Network out of California, and there's also a prayer line. So you people that are naughty may need this. It's a little trinket box. There is there. I thought it was a nativity scene, but it's not. It's baby Jesus and Mary, and so I'm going to start it out. Well, it could be part of a nativity scene, I suppose. Well, Jesus looks a little bigger there. He's not quite a baby. He's probably about 2. And I'm not sure what it's made of. I think it's porcelain. Yeah. But I would sit this out in a display with if you collect nativities. I have a friend that collects. Oh, you think I should put that in there? I'll probably like move it to my buy it now at least, because that is good for Christmas, if you have. It will, but I'll probably move it to my buy it now, because I have kind of like, I start. It's well, usually takes me I never get, because I talk into my thing because of time. And I remember one time I watched the Pinky Blinders, and I don't know if you ever watched it, but they only really say one word throughout the whole show that I can understand, and it came up when I was writing it. So I'm like, oh, I gotta watch what I'm watching when I'm listing things. So I'll probably put it in the buy it now, because I kind of like go throughout, like between now and hopefully there's a 7 and I'm invited. I will start putting things away for the next one. So I kind of do that. So like I don't feel like I'm in a rush to get things. Um, but I'll just put it in, because I kind of like keep better stuff. I think mine for the Palooza. So yeah, okay. All right, next is this vintage ceramic toothpick holder. I believe it is a hobbyist piece. I was gonna say a novelist, but there are no chips or cracks on him. He's kind of like a winking Santa. He's got you. He's got you. He's winking. I got you, Charlene. You're good. Don't worry about it. So, okay. Next we have, put him back. I'll probably just throw all this in my buy it now. Is this Santa? Because that's kind of how I end up with so many things in my buy it now. I just keep spinning it over to the next show. I'm going to pull him out. Is this? I'm not going to take him completely apart. Is this? Oh, I always feel like though, and then I start watching other people, and then I'm like, oh, hello, Tammy. See, thank you for joining. Then I'm like, oh, geez. I start second guessing myself. Up is this fireman child glass ornament, and he's just really adorable. And we're going to start him out at 5. And he does come in his case, and it just says Jingle and Joy. Nothing, he isn't. I'm going to put him back in here so I don't drop him. I have to tell you something. I was with my girlfriend on Friday. I took the day off and we went and we went to this antique store, and I don't know how people like can film on YouTube, and so I had gotten a phone call that I had to take, and I went to pick something up, and I dropped it. So needless to say, what do you do? I took it up there. They were very nice about it. Oh, and thank you for your purchase. But I was like, oh, I'm really sorry. Okay, don't worry about it. It happens. But so up next, I have these. Were like, I was torn whether I wanted to put these in the show. What time's your show tomorrow, Charlene? Look at these mice. I was going to put these as my thing. I went at Central. So that is one. So you're what, an hour behind? So it's 2 o'clock here. I'll cop on as soon as I get out of work. Get home. And thank you for your purchase. Okay, so with these little things, this does need to be fixed if you're can sew, I guess. Yeah, make sure. Oh, okay, sure. Make sure you're following Charlene in particular. Fine. She's marvelous. She's wonderful. She's got great deals. She has been a tremendous ally of mine. I can't thank her enough. We're going to start these out at $8. Ally? Is that what I want to say? She's been a great friend to me, I should say. She's helped me out a lot. She's super amazing. These people demand uranium glass. Oh man, I had sold all my uranium glass. They're running it up at places. it's not even, um, you know, my husband's really weird about uranium glass. He's like, don't touch it. And you have to watch that movie, Uranium Girls. It's an amazing story. It's so inspirational. It really is. It's about this group of young gals who really and thank you for your bid. Okay, up next is this vintage elf pixie on a boot planner. I did pay a little up for him. I don't know what I was thinking, so I have to start him out at 22. But he is adorable. He has no chips or cracks. He also doesn't have any markings. Sometimes I get caught up in the moment when I'm buying things. I get home, I'm like, I don't know if I can. I gotta be more. I think it's because I don't get out. Like if I could go like every day or every couple days, but I think it's only because I don't get out like a couple times a week, like once or twice a week. But yeah, so my girlfriend, we had a blast. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, you're such a mess." I said, "I know." But that's already gone. And sweet Rosebud, thank you for joining. Up next is this vintage celluloid doll. I think she might be also. Why do I feel like she is also the Russian, but like she has like a little handkerchief here. She measures 4 inches tall, and I actually have a bobblehead. She probably will be going into the Petite Palooza. We're gonna start her out at $9. But I think she's also from Russia because she came with the So that's but Russia when it was the USRR, whatever. It's terrible, but yeah. So I have also her sister who is a bobblehead, and I think I will probably throw that into the Petite Palooza. So she's 4 inches tall. Okay, next I have is this. I feel like I'm rushing, and I am because I have a lot on my agenda to do. Now Cody makes me think I have to go clean. And welcome in and thank you for joining. Now I'm not really sure what this is because it looks like she should sit on something, but her head goes like that. She is singing out of her songbook and it says joy. She is made of tin. So if anybody knows what this could possibly be, I'm thinking, do you think it sits on a candle? I don't know. So we are going to start her out. Oh, we didn't pin her, did we? Let's see. Did I pin her? I am going to start her out at $6 and she's up and running. So she measures about 3.5 inches tall. Like I said, I don't know. Her wings are got a little bit bent. I can straighten them out. But this is the back of her. So I don't know if she sits on a candle. I mean, I feel like there should be something behind her. Like, would the heat make her head spin? Not spin, but like The Exorcist. But, shake. Spin. I don't know, it makes my head spin. Okay, next I have is, and thank you for buying. Oh, I love that book. Thank you. Is this made in Japan spaghetti poodle dog. Now, I don't know. She lost an eye, but she has one. So if you sit her this way, she's okay. I don't know what happened to this poor thing. She's got a little Japan. Oh, hey, Cal. I was just talking about our antics on Friday. If you're not following my friend Kelly at Creative Curiosities, she laughs like that all the time. Every time she just cracks herself up. And we're starting this little guy off at $5. And like I said, he is a one-eyed bandit. Hey, you can put a patch over there. It could be a pirate. A pirate poodle. A pirate poodle. And Zig, thank you for joining. That one woman, she was funny. Oh my God, you're like my sisters. I didn't realize anybody was paying any attention to us. Somehow, so we got to learn to behave a little bit more. Okay, up next is, this is a ceramic house. It's probably from the 1980s. It is made in Taiwan. So no, I'd go back a little bit further. Maybe the 70s. And actually, if it doesn't sound, I think I'm going to take the cord. Remember I was telling you, Kelly, I needed to find a cord? I think I just found one. And see if I can hold it. It does light up, but I don't have a plug here. If it sells, it will come with the cord. But if it doesn't, I have it for that snowman I bought. That's right. Antique. Oh my gosh. Antique Annex with Lucy and Ethel. Oh my goodness. You know what? Oh, and this comes in the original box. Oh, that's, yeah. Remember, I was like, oh, I was looking for my Santa Claus, that blow mold I bought. And I need to put up for auction. Not auction, put it up for sale. No chips or cracks. I'm going to actually take this out. That'll work perfect, right? Awesome. Now, if nothing else, I'm glad I pulled that up. Just put the house back in here. Put him away. And if you're not following my friend at Creative Curiosities, you need to. She is got amazing talent. Plus, she's supposed to start. Someday she's going to sell all her stuff she keeps buying. I know she is. Up next is this vintage flock Santa on a log. It's got the thing here. Well, I think you're not selling the stuff that you bought Friday, but Kelly, we've been shopping for a long time. You have to sell some of it. Yeah, well, We'll see. And we're going to start him off at $8. And this is probably 1960s, 1970s. And I love the reindeer. I want to say pick. Is that it? Kel, you're crafty. Is that a pick? It's almost like those things you would put. Yes. Okay. See, I'm learning the lingo of the crafting community being with her. Because I was like, what is that? Sunblush, sunshine, whatever that thing is you make. I am not a crafter. Oh, I told you, stick people. That is it. This is really pretty. This here is an antique postcard that someone oop, oop, framed. Can't see. And I'm going to just bring it closer. They framed it in this beautiful frame. Actually, the woman that I bought this from told me her girlfriend made it from her and gave it to her for Christmas. And I'm like, oh, I guess they're not girlfriends anymore. And we're going to start out at $8, but it's really just really pretty. You don't even have to hang it. You sit it on a shelf. It's just very simple. And it says, with Christmas greetings. Now, it looks like it's an old postcard in there. Oh, yeah, sure I am. I can't even use a hot glue gun without getting tangled up in the webs. Glue. What the heck was I doing yesterday? And it was like my hair gone into it. I was like, this is not working. So this, though, I believe is probably from a Crazy Train. Welcome in. And Julia, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. This is a letter S for Santa. And this probably was actually painted by a local artist. It is handmade. Um, it's wood. And we're going to start at $5. I can't even draw a straight line with a ruler. Are you crazy? I am not creative. My mother was. I did not get that from her. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for dropping by. And I sure will. Yeah. Thank you so much. Hey, Ma, Marcia. Yeah. And my bin is always filled. So if you come to Pete Palooza, start checking it out now because one time I had it run and once somebody said to me, "Well, I didn't get through your bin. You had so much stuff in there." Okay. Up next is the I really really love this piece. This is so elegant. It's a registered Germany perfume bottle figurine, Victorian lady. Top comes out. This is her crown. Here's where your perfume would go. Creative Zombie, welcome. That's a creative name. I like it. She measures almost 8 inches tall. And she has no chips or cracks. And I think she's just beautiful. The light is not doing her justice. We're going to start her out 10. Let's see if I turn this light out. Does that make it any easier to see her? And I just thought, how beautiful would she be on a dresser? And if it wasn't for the fact that my dresser is full, I would probably keep her. KN Aquarius, thank you for joining. Haley May, 02, thank you. Hey, Marcia, thank you for your bid. And like I said, she is marked, but she is gorgeous. And congratulations, she's probably my favorite piece of today. I almost made room for her. Up next, I have the Murano. I believe it's Murano from all the research I've done on it. Hand blown glass handbag. Wow. And there is the pontail mark where they broke it off. This is really amazing. I would love to see this done, to be honest with you. You see all the bullet bubbles in it. And we're going to start it out at $8. And it's just a really, this would really be pretty if you took white lights and put in there for Christmas because of the green. And actually, well, you probably, oh, I love her too. You may get it. No, you probably won't get it for Halloween. I was going to say, no, you put orange lights in there for Halloween, next Halloween, because we will ship out tomorrow. We usually ship out the next day. I think one time we shipped out the same day, but obviously we can't ship today because the post office is not opened. Okay, next I have is the two brass candlesticks. Okay, they're both the same with the cherub. And I'm just going to show you. Just see, this does not come with it because I don't think you'd want a Halloween light anyways. But I like to show people how it looks. I probably should get Christmas ones, right? I almost bought one, but they were so expensive. And we're going to start for the two out at $8, and they are bronze. Candles are not included. I don't know if you can see them. I'm looking at it, and all I see is chat. The chat. So that's one. That's two, and you would get both of them, but there's a pair. Okay. Okay, up next I have is this Season's Greetings serving tray. Oh my goodness. It's in excellent condition now. I'm thinking it's probably 1950s. Look at his blue eyes. He is kind of bizarre looking. And we are going to start him out at $10. And if I can't hold him back far enough, there we go. But can you imagine how pretty that would look with, cookies on it? I don't know if I would serve cocktails or drinks on it, but with some cookies on it, only because I'd be afraid they'd spill. Because I have a shaky hand, but they would look really pretty. Or just sitting on a table, or put it up just against like that as a wall decor. Where are we at here? We're almost to the end, I think. I might be to the end. Oh, nope. I do have this set. It is Lefton sugar creamer. No chips or cracks on it. Really pretty. If these don't sell, I should probably keep them for spring because that's when they would. And welcome. And if anybody wants me to run anything, just let me know because I think we're almost to the end. Feels like we should be to the end. I don't know. Anyways, we're going to start this beautiful set out at $5. But like I said, it really be a lovely Mother's Day gift to me. But it is really pretty. There's no chips or cracks on this set. There is the Lefton sticker and number, and I got that upside down. There we go. Sit them back. Next, I have, this is next. Oh, nope. Where are we at? I went too far. Oh, I guess I just seen this. This here is I want to say a sponge, a Spud Walrus paperweight. It is marked on the bottom. Right there, I can barely see it, but it is marked. No chips or cracks. Um, and we are going to start him out at $8. And he's just a heavy piece of glass. You can kind of see, let me see, what does he measure? He measures about 3 inches. And he's just really, I think of Christmas when I think of the walruses. I don't know, I think of Rudolph, like with all the toys, the islands of misfit toys, you know. Okay. Okay. Next is these vintage set of 3 elves, and they are in 3 different sizes. And they are made in Japan. They're probably, I think they're 1970s. Yep, 1971. This guy's belt does need a little TLC. It needs a little glue because the glue was probably, well, it's old. These are older than my baby brother. I'm older than them, though. Okay. So his belt needs a little glue. So you get him, and you get him, and then you get the little one. And we're going to start them out at $6 for all 3 of them. And like I said, his belt just needs a little glue. And then there's the Christmas Creation Corp 1971 Japan. Welcome in FWK. Happy random finds. And is it, I don't know how you pronounce it, Jeff? And Nora Scott, welcome in. Okay. Thank you for joining me. Okay, where are we at here? Okay, up next is this vintage style tree topper. It is really pretty. It measures 12 inches tall. And I'm going to start it at $20. And it is just absolutely, and you don't have to put this on a tree. It's just on this little spring. You could just put it in your decor, put a little green around it, little greens. And thank you, Cal, for reminding people to check out the bin because it is loaded. And bookmark our next shows. So next we have another show coming up at 4:30, just a 10-minute show, Battle of the Bazaar, which I'm excited about. And we have next Saturday is the Petite Palooza, which both our catalogs are already starting to fill up. Okay, next I have a contemporary. I can't do it. Contemporary, gorgeous glass pink flower, heart flower, and we are gonna start it. I know you love that contemporary glass. Out at $8, and it's up and running. No chips or cracks. Just a really beautiful piece. And actually, to me, it could be like a poinsettia. If there's pink poinsettias. So, you can use it in a display or just set it out among your Christmas items too. Because that's what I was looking at. I'm like, oh, it kind of looks like a poinsettia. So, and should hold it up. My arms are not feeling it today. Okay. Next we have. Whoop. Oh, this is my last item. Wow. Where did I put it? Yep. the handkerchief vase. Okay, so if anybody would like me to rerun anything, just put it in the comments and we will do it. Pin it. It is, I love the colors of this. And we're going to start at $12. It does have, I don't know if this was a flower frog at one time or the candle sat in it. I'm really not sure. I can't tell what was it because there's no, here is the bottom. But I just think it's just so beautiful. Sounds like she swirls face. Oh my gosh, I gotta correct that. This is a vintage handkerchief swirl vase. Okay. I don't know why she sounds like that, but she does. So, with that being said, if there is nothing else that anybody would like me to rerun, please come back. Join us at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time for our Battle of the Bazaar. And please bookmark. We're in the Petite Palooza next Saturday. So book our next shows. And I want to thank everybody for being here. And just remember to be kind. It costs you nothing, and it could mean the world to someone else. Thanks a lot, friends. I will see you hopefully at 4:30. Bye.